I text you 3, 4 times and you ignore me. And then my DMs, you ignore me. And then you get online and you speak this me. Bro, I'm not gonna keep what you like. I'm like, alright, I'm cool. I'm straight.
My IG stories speak this is crazy. I was right. I was triggered. What did she say on her stories?
I ain't even gonna message you, DM you, nothing. It is what it is. I'm alright. I'm tired of being there with this damn hey. Wendy Ortiz, your time has come. There's no way out of this one. You're done. I told y'all, bro. Wendy must be stopped. Y'all thought I was overreacting or reaching. Everything in the dark comes to light. Bro, I literally be calling things out days before it even happens in real life. I must be a god. But DDG finally sees Wendy for what she actually is. Oh, me and Wendy, we're going on another trip. Damn, what? Oh my god. You just saying? You did for his own advantage. Yeah, that's what he did with the bug. That's what I'm saying. And then he went for his own advantage. That's what he did with the bug. Okay, I don't give a fuck about subs. I did see an Instagram story post, and it threw me all the way off on Wendy. I'm like, I'm cool, bro. Wendy has no talent. He's not funny, and by now, y'all know I do not hold my tongue. Wendy is chopped. Hey, Dios mío! Annoying won the Chop King. Why didn't Wendy win the Chop Queen? No! It's over for you, Michael Jackson. DDG defended you so many times, even when he knew deep down that you and your fan base was completely wrong. DDG always had your back. That kind of just contradicted all the defending that I was doing. Like, yesterday's stream, bro, I was defending her the whole time. Like, ain't no Wendy hate going on in my community. No, Wendy cool, man. She probably mean it. Okay, now y'all can say, oh, D Green, stop sucking DDG. Wendy wouldn't even be streaming if it wasn't for DDG, bro. Bingo! I literally can teach you. I can show you. It's so easy. Like, yeah. It's so easy. But you have to get on it now because you got a lot of motion going on. Yeah. I got you. That's what we friends for.
I know, and you're such a good friend. That's why I realized, like, you're, like, off camera, even you're like, you need to do this, you need to do that, like.
Now, TikTok, yes, she had that on lock. That's where all her gorditas and tortas, that's where all her community grew at. So when it comes to this streaming, EDG put you on.
When it wasn't for Daryl Bradbury, I wouldn't have started streaming and taking this seriously. What are you doing?
And now you're extremely salty? For what? You won. You won the love show when we all know you clearly didn't deserve it. Now, I don't know if you're mad because DDG doesn't want you. Newsflash, Wendy. DDG will never take you romantically serious. Look at your player build. Oh! He needs some milk! I know deep down it hurts you that DDG will never look at you the way he looks at India Love. India's understanding. He will never look at you the way that he looks at these other baddies. You are one of those. If Wendy did not have those TikTok followers, she would literally be at Taco Bell putting chalupas in mimosa. Hey, Dios mío! Wendy, you forgot my sauce. And you're really trying to interpret that you made DDG. Not my hey DDG.
Sing to me, mommy sing to me.
Mama! You said they love how supportive my people are until it no longer benefits them? Anyways, thank you guys for everything. Weirdo.
But I ain't gonna lie, like, as a nigga that consider like Wendy like a friend of mine or considered her a friend of mine, that Instagram post made me feel some type of way. Cause I'm like, damn, like a nigga literally. And then when I responded to the Instagram post, she sent me back question marks like she didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Mind you, every message before this is ignored. This shit was hurtful. That's why I responded to her. I'm like, bro, are you serious? I'm like, bro, delete this because now you're gonna have these motherfuckers thinking we beefing. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Nah, that IG story, see, this is crazy. I was right. I was tripping. What did she say on her story?
They love how supportive my people are until it no longer benefits them. Anyways, thank you guys for everything.
Wait, is she saying she made DDG?
Oh, I don't think that's even what.
Hey, that's what I heard. Hey, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I'm really about to start violating, bro. And I don't give a about getting canceled, bro. How are you wearing a bodysuit with no body? Let me stop, bro. Let me stop, bro. Oh my God. Ah!
I'm not even finna. I ain't even finna message you, DM you, nothing. So I did something that was a little childish. Might have been a bit sassy. It is what it is. I'm blocked. I'm cool. I'm straight. Y'all never see me. I don't wanna. We ain't gotta do no streams again.
And this is confirmation right here. DDG no longer with Wendy the Tortilla.
Thank you.
Nah, that IG story sneak this is crazy. I told you, DDG. Now, I had no idea who Wendy was until she collabed with DDG. Wendy, humble yourself. You are not bigger than the program. And Johnny, there's something about you we don't know about, bro.
Yeah. Cause I don't know. You're mad booty, bro.
Soccer, I ran track.
I rap on New Zealand. Come on, bro.
I heard that nigga DDG don't fuck with niggas who's in the middle. I heard that's what he said. I heard that. You knew that specifically. We'll see this.
You're playing both sides? But remember, DDG put you on, not Wendy. Now, that bro, talking about I'm cool with DDG and Wendy?
Huh?
Yeah, Wendy helped you get turned up, but you would have never met Wendy if it wasn't for DDG. No, bro, I'm standing on business, bro. I am not scared of bullshit. Fuck bullshit. Hey, Dios mío. No me importa. No estoy asustado. You know what you're doing, bro. This is a manipulation tactic. She loves to play the victim in every situation. This is why she posted this weak-ass story. You wanted to send hate to DDG's community, bro. Like, what are you even doing, bro? Nah, bro, DDG is at a point in his career that he can't collab with just any and everybody, bro. How quickly they forget.
I want to thank DDG for helping me stream and started, and I want to
Thank you.
You single-handedly ruined Platplay Max's love show, bro. Literally, Wendy, it was you. I wish they would have let Krishan Rock stay the entire weekend. I would have paid money to see her beat your ass.
help it.
I'm the one that made the call to get her on the show.
Huh?
What you said, Bree? You're really biting the hand that sent you? I'm talking about Wendy and Johnny. Now, Johnny, you are cool. I understand you're trying to be neutral, but bro, it's obvious you picked a side. So I take that back. There's no way out of this one, Johnny.
There's no way out of this one.
You were EDG's cameraman.
Johnny, like as a grown man, Johnny. Johnny, as a grown man, right? As somebody who was working for DG and made a way for himself. You know what I'm saying? You made a way for yourself. You separated from DG. Now you're making a way for yourself. Congratulations, gang. But stay humble, brother.
Now, Johnny, I understand you're pussy whipped by Wendy's sister. Y'all are all from Mexico, and y'all be eating tacos together, but you switched up. You switched up for a... I'm tired of people being fake, bro. I know y'all seen LeBron rapping Not Like Us again. Everybody is a snake, bro. Even my favorite basketball player of all time is a snake. LeBron was singing his heart out. Drake and DDG really have more in common than we think, bro. You spend so much time with somebody. You make so many memories just for them to call you a PDF file.
Huh?
I was talking about LeBron. Now, Wendy Ortiz's fan base, they're gonna ride for her no matter what, bro. That's already been established. It doesn't matter if she's 100% wrong. I mean, as they should. That's what a fan base is supposed to do. When it gets to a point where the toxicity must be stopped. Now, Johnny, you might be straight. DDG knows that you're just using Wendy because she's the method. DDG's not gonna ruin your bag. But Wendy, on the other hand, can I get a cheesy gordita crunch with the Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Is Wendy working today?
Maybe we are apart. They'll try to fuck your car. Maybe we are apart.
You guys unpack your room yet?
What's poppin'? Jay-Z gotta be hanging his head in shame because Shannon Sharp just folded. Yeah, that's right. So if you guys don't really remember what happened, Shannon Sharp got accused by some OnlyFans Loch Ness monster. And I'm not talking about her appearance, just the spirit within her is that of the Loch Ness monster. Decided to say that he was taking Fox and recording him secretly and all this, hit him for a $50 million lawsuit upside the head. And it wasn't looking too hot, but Shannon Sharp came out in front of it and said he was going to fight it like Jay-Z, because Tony Buzzy's the guy that brought forth the lawsuit against Jay-Z of some like chick that said that, oh yeah, he was what? Jay-Z took advantage of me, and that got thrown out. So first I'm going to play you guys that old clip of Shannon Sharp when he was, popping his stuff, puffing his chest. Well, he doesn't really need to puff his chest out, but I'm going to play you guys that right now.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzzy, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Buzzy targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I will have it or I wouldn't myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup. Coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Buzzy want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
But you're looking at this and people are like, okay, we see you, we're behind you. And the block was hot. For about 3 to 7 days, the block was hot. The chat was flying. All this stuff was going on. And it cooled off. Really, the past 45 days, nobody cared about this. Shannon Sharp was still doing his thing, continued to do his thing, and it had just been forgotten about. People didn't really say that. It looks like the L was caught. So here it says on Tony Buzbee, it says Jane Doe versus Shannon Sharp. On April 20th, the Buzbee law firm filed a complaint in Nevada making several allegations against Shannon Sharp on behalf of our client. Both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. Now, Academics himself reacted to this initially, so I'm going to play you guys that first clip.
And this is actually surprising to me because at this point, why the hell would he do it? Given the fact that she made so much allegations, everybody covered that, actually, I understand why he did it. Because this idea of her saying that she...
Looking like study time.
Trying to.
Oh, your Lenovo Aura edition can block all my distractions. Sorry, is that distracting?
Her? Nobody believed it off the allegation. I'm not saying it can't be true. Nobody believed it because she didn't go too much into detail. Well, actually, she did. She did say, like, she told him, no means no. But anyway, regardless, it looks like Shannon doesn't want to get into the weeds of this. Apparently, there were videos, and some of the videos contain graphic images and graphic scenes where, he's supposedly like choking around, he's doing all type of stuff that might be cosplaying as some type of racial fetish, but it was going to make him look guilty in the sense of a non-consensual fetish. So he has agreed to a $50 million, she sued for 50. He agreed to a settlement, and in the settlement, the lawyer is putting out that, remember they're accusing us assault, but now they're saying, this is actually...
So here he is giving some decent perspective. Now, the problem is that it's being extended over time through a case, and who knows how much of that stuff will go public is what would potentially hurt Shannon Sharp. But like a one-time drop of the news, the block is hot for a couple of days, but we're in an era now where there is so much stimulation in terms of news and popular figures that things like this don't really last. People just get over it after a couple of days and they're on to the next drama, gossip, or accusation. So that's what happened with Shannon Sharp, but I think if more videos came out, for example, if a video came out of Shannon Sharp manhandling a white chick, that's one of those things that I don't know if there's recovery, but it's just the optics of it and what it looks like. But anyway, yeah, and then the unfortunate part is some people are like, this got dismissed. No, this did not get dismissed. So Academic gives a bit of an explanation on what happened after Tony Buzbee announced. So don't play you guys that clip right now.
So essentially, she kind of walks back this idea that he whipped her, but doesn't walk back the claims of abuse and what she might feel is like some type of manipulation. So she gets paid for that. You're asking me if she believes in $50 million. I have to believe it's a multi-million-dollar settlement because, he's probably realizing Shannon wants to get this behind him, that he could kind of rebuild the image to probably get a big deal like he was looking to get from ESPN. Remember, the deal was rumored to be over $100 million. So, again, I could see him paying out $2-3 million, right? Not 50. I could see him paying out $2-3 million that he could get back to build his, empire or things like, image that he could get another deal. Will ESPN anyone else give a deal like this? I don't think for now. You never know. Shannon is like a very clean-cut guy. He might be able to get that whole deal.
Yeah, they're just saying, oh yeah, this guy never took the box. but he got our brand. And somebody in my comment section on IG was saying like, nah, Unk won that, nah, he did not win that because there is no way that the lawyer of the lady of the girl that decided to go after Shannon Sharp is going to celebrate and be like, oh yeah, this was dismissed by the way, and he didn't get paid anything. Well, what kind of lawyer is doing that? They're not posting that. He didn't post that situation with Jay. And Shannon Sharp, this is disappointing. Like this really, it makes my blood boil because, where's the principle in it, man? Like no matter what people say about Jay-Z, dog, it's just, I have infinite respect for Jay-Z because he is a principled guy. Now, the thing is, y'all think his principles are not, or y'all put certain principles on him that are not the case. Like some people think like, yo, Jay is here as a savior of the people, but he's selling out with title and the NFL and all that. No. Why I respect Jay is because his personal relationships, he's holding people down. He has a certain view of himself. He's not going to let anybody ruin his reputation, and he's standing on that, and he's willing to lose money behind that. Like, Jay has the money to settle that lawsuit. It would have been pennies for him to settle it. But he did it, and he fought that. And that's why I respect Jay-Z as a principled man. Shannon Sharp over here, it's not that I don't respect Shannon Sharp. I understand what he did. He made a calculated decision. Logically, it was likely the best decision for him to make. And business-wise, it was also the best decision for him to make. It was a $50 million lawsuit. So who knows how much he settled for? I don't think it was for under $10 million. And the reason why I say that is because this chick, Gabrielle Zuniga, who was the one that he was in a relationship with, she decided to announce that she was retiring her jersey. They were going to put it up in the rafters. And she posted the following. Today, I have decided to retire from OF. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for the next chapter. I love you all forever and ever. And then she's got 3 white hearts as the caption. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm just thinking, I could not be Shannon Sharp. I couldn't. Okay. Let me try to calm myself. And this is a logical thing, right? First of all, for her to be able to retire from this thing, who knows how much she was making, but for her, they said they were in the same building, so she had to be making a good amount of money. For her to be able to retire from this means she had to make a disgusting amount. And you gotta keep in mind, it couldn't be a couple $1 million like Academics was talking about, like 3 to 4, because Tony Busby's gotta get his cut. That'll probably be like what, an M, maybe 50%, who knows? Because that guy took on that case. So it would have to be her making at least, coming out of this with at least 5. So that just goes to show the kind of bag that Shannon Sharp got. But me, I'm the type of person where I would rather burn everything to the ground and go broke myself than to have her get an ounce of bread. It's just, think about it. Like, what's the worst situation? Like, yeah, I go light all of my money on fire. I go gamble it away. I'm broke now, so I can't pay you, girl. And what am I doing? I'm living at my mom's crib in my 6-foot by 6-foot by 11-foot room, sitting there in front of the computer, getting free food and getting free, my clothes washed and all that. Doesn't sound too different from my life, right?
Your skin is sensitive to healthy. That's why agency designed Future Formula, a personalized anti-aging formula that uses clinically proven ingredients like tretinoin. Future Formula by Agency. Get care for today and tomorrow at withagency.com.
Yeah, so sounds like a great life. I don't need any more than that. Don't need whips, don't need cars. And it's just the joy of not being sucker and not being the loser in the situation would be able to carry me through the rest of life. Yeah, well, I'm in my 50s and I'm living with my mama for the rest of my life. Hey, it is what it is. At least I didn't hand that chick millions of dollars. Now, of course, I would never end up in that position because it's a matter of preparation. Like Shannon Sharp, the fact that Shannon Sharp is audibly on audio, this is the easiest thing. If you're, number one, you should take this with you even if you're not popular. But if you're popular, assume that any text and any audio message that you send is being broadcasted. So if you're not okay with something being broadcasted to the whole world, then do not send it. That's it. That's all there is to it. And then recording yourself, stop recording yourself intimately, stop taking photos of yourself intimately, especially if you're popular. What are you doing? And this is the thing. was prepared for Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp wasn't prepared. Like, Shannon Sharp should be recording every single altercation, and not like physical, but every single engagement that he has with a woman, at least audio, security camera in the crib, conversations that you have. So his entire relationship, there should be a drive of his entire relationship with every chick that he's dealt with in a folder. Safety deposit box so that he can pull it out and be like, hey, look, here's like 50 GB of audio and video of me and this chick, and you can take a look at our entire reputation. This is what you have to do. You have to protect. It's insurance. People pay insurance. You definitely got some type of insurance, maybe life insurance or whatever. This is your insurance, except you've got to be proactive about it. If you do that, there's a lawsuit like this wouldn't happen. And how about we take number one, which is just stay away from OF? How about that one? Like, there aren't millions of chicks that don't do OF. Now, that's not to say that a chick that doesn't do OF wouldn't throw a lawsuit on you, but if she's a professional woman, there is a stigma around her, especially putting a fake lawsuit on you, because if she's looking at it like, hey, I don't want to seem like, I don't want to look this type of way. But OF chicks, they're shameless. They've already done the most shameful thing possible, which is sell themselves. So you're going to think, nah, she would never throw a lawsuit with fake allegations against me. Dog, she's already sold herself. It's done. It's a wrap. And even if she's not selling herself to a certain degree on the actual platform, she knows the social ramifications of being on that platform whatsoever. It's kind of like, you don't necessarily have to say anything about certain groups of people, but if you're standing right next to Ye, and he's saying all of that stuff, and you're always with Ye, there's going to be a blast radius, and you're going to be in that blast radius, and they're going to put that jacket on you. So that's why you should just avoid that altogether. But even avoiding that, you should take precautions. You just assume the worst case scenario. You can get fire insurance, life insurance. So guys in this position got to start preparing these things. And hey, maybe Unc needs to get himself an auntie. Like, what are these old chicks? Like, I forgot that interview where that lady was telling me you need an old chick. But if you don't want old chicks, then, hey, maybe you just got to come up off that bread. Because think about it, like, I would never, ever, ever condone paying for bots. Like, I'm 100% against that. I would never do it. But maybe, think if he had paid for bots, think about the variety of bots that he could have got, and he would have probably still saved himself millions of dollars. Then handing it off to this chick. And now you could say, well, maybe he just deluded himself into thinking like, yo, the chicks that I pay for bots aren't gonna like me, but this chick likes me. Yeah, well, you could think that, but as we clearly see, she didn't really like you too much.
Then this fight is now.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So we have some Los Angeles teams making transactions, significant rotation transactions. The one that went down today, Chris Paul signing with the Clippers, a 1-year deal for the minimum. Pretty good value for a player who was a full-time starter last year in San Antonio. And I mean full-time. Actually, I want to say something about the Clippers. I don't know what it's worth. Bobby Marks cooked up this number earlier. The guys on their bench and their second unit, and if everybody's healthy, which you know. But the guys in their second unit, we're talking basically Brooke Lopez, Chris Paul, Bradley Beal, being the 3-4 guys there.
John Collins.
Yeah, John Collins, he says the start.
I would flip Collins and Beal, but we'll discuss. Go on.
Well, whatever. He said they got 287 games of starting last year. So they've got 2 starting units. Now, whether both of them be starting units is a different situation. But Chris Paul signed because he could sign somewhere else that got a bigger role. Milwaukee was in there. Dallas was in there. Not sure. Phoenix. I think Chris Paul is in Phoenix. I'm not sure the Suns or serious contenders for him at the end. I was interested to see him. How would that D'Angelo Russell Chris Paul rotation have worked, McMahon? That would have been interesting.
I think that one was more D'Angelo Russell or Chris Paul, but certainly Milwaukee was an option right up until the end. And listen, he could have gone, he could have gone to Milwaukee and been their starting point guard this season. He chose to go back to the Clippers, and he chose to take a smaller role to be a full-time dad. It's one big factor.
Yeah, so here's the thing I'm not sure about. So first off, he still had a 7 to 1.5 assist to turnover ratio. Still very efficient overall. Still can run your offense. Still will be a great leader. But it was interesting, the Clippers press release about this. Lawrence Frank is quote, "He made it very clear Chris is coming here to be a reserve guard," which, from what I understand, James Harden was on board with this signing. But, just in case anybody had any doubts, that James Harden will be the starter, and reserve guard was in there. I think those were key words. Chris Paul obviously came off the bench 2 years ago when he was traded to the Warriors. He didn't choose that situation, but he was traded there. And he came off the bench the majority of the games backing up Steph Curry. But he's been a starter 98% of his career, 95% of his career. But I just think it's interesting that the Clippers made very clear in their release, Chris Paul is coming here to come off the bench. And I'm sure he understands that. I'm sure Harden's on the same page with everything like that. But just think it should be noted that that's what the plan is.
Yeah, that exact